So if you can't deal with child death, blood, gore, all of that type of stuff, I'm going to need you to keep on scrolling because this story time is really going to toy with your emotions. In 1991, an 8-year-old boy gets kidnapped for what his family assumed was for a ransom because of what the killers had said. But quickly, those lies started to unravel because they started receiving packages and letters that no parent should ever have to see in their entire life. So in October of 1991, Chad Choice was kidnapped from his bedroom at his family's home. And they called the police department. And the police department treated it as if it was a runaway case because there were no obvious signs of a struggle or a break in. However, that changed once the family started getting ransom letters from supposed kidnappers. So a few days go by after his kidnapping, and the family starts receiving ransom letters from kidnappers. They would go and bring the money where the kidnapper said he would be, and the kidnapper would never show up. Whenever they started questioning things, they said that he was kidnapped because of a drug debt of a family member. It wasn't until a man by the name of Patrick Horn was arrested for unrelated crimes to the disappearance of Chad Choice where the family started getting somewhat of the truth. Now, Patrick Horn actually was staying at the home with the family at the time of Chad Choice's disappearance, and he was also a close family friend of the family as well. So after he gets arrested for unrelated crimes, he tells the story about how Chad was actually kidnapped by members of the cartel for drug debt. Around that time, the family starts receiving different body parts of Chad Choice. It started with his skull, and that's whenever they realize that something more sinister has happened besides a kidnapping. While in jail, Patrick Horn starts receiving different body parts of Chad Choice as well too. It is believed that he had help in committing this crime. But the only reason why he was getting body parts and sending body parts to Chad Choice's family was because he was trying to cover his story. Because once the FBI stepped in and questioned him, his whole entire cartel story started to unravel. So they started questioning him about the disappearance of Chad. And he unveils that he can actually take them to the body site where he's buried. So he tells a story about how the cartel made him kidnap Chad Choice because of his uncle's drug debt, but found out to be false. The reason why he kidnapped Chad Choice has never been disclosed, but they did find out that he did work alone in this. What really sucks about this story is one, a mother losing her son, and two, it took 12 years for them to actually bury